Hey, today we have a great real estate investing expert with us today. I'm very, very excited. Mr. Richard Shulman himself. He's going to present to us a four-part series. Yeah, a four-part series on how to invest from A to Z. If you've ever thought about investing in real estate properties, you don't want to miss this. So do yourself a favor. Subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss any of the episodes. A four-part series just for you, given to you on a silver platter. Mr. Richard Shulman, a specialist and expert at real estate investing. You don't want to miss this one.
Hi, I'm Richard Shulman, a real estate broker at Keller Williams Realty in Santa Monica, Los Angeles, California. And over the next several videos, I'm going to be talking to you about the magic of investment properties. First, a little background on me. I've been a real estate broker in California since 2004. And over that time, I've sold over $1.5 billion in properties, both residential, commercial, and residential income-focused properties. So I have quite a bit of experience in this arena. In addition, since 2008, I've owned and operated my own rental properties throughout the Los Angeles area. And what I want to do now is kind of talk to you about why investment properties, what you can learn about investment properties, and how investment properties can help you accomplish your goals. So for the first video right now, what we're going to do is talk about why investment properties. Now, you have a lot of options when you look at investing your money. And I'm not going to talk negatively or positively about anything other than real estate because that's what I know about. But I do know that more than ever, you have opportunities to invest your money in big and small amounts in a lot of different arenas. And it's easier than ever because a lot of things are now app-based and it's easy to move money around. So real estate, the way I look at it, buying an entire house or an apartment building or a condo or commercial property is relatively challenging to buy, but I find the challenges encompassed within that are worth it in the rewards that you find, and I'll talk about why. But let's go back to the main question, why real estate investing? Here's the fundamental belief I have about real estate investing that I want to share with you, and I would love if you wrote this down and underlined it in your notes, because I think this is absolutely the core of what we do. I think that the easiest and best way for a regular person to achieve true financial freedom and wealth in this country is through residential real estate. It's more likely that you'll accomplish those goals through real estate than in any other way possible, and you have the least chance of failure, in my opinion. Now, what do I mean by full financial freedom and wealth? You can look at this a lot of different ways. At the most basic level, the first goal that I have for any real estate investor, whether it's myself or my client or you watching this video at home, my number one underlying goal is I want you to be able to own enough rental property to pay for your lifestyle. That is your rent, your mortgage, car, insurance, food, entertainment, travel, anything that you're spending every month. The absolute goal is that you can own rental property to offset your lifestyle so that you can choose to work instead of have to work. I want you to choose to go to work, whether it's in real estate or another field, because then you have ultimate freedom. You can decide tomorrow I'm not going to go to work because I'm choosing not to work. I'm going to choose to do something more important. This is not an overnight process, right? This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I am not a fan of those. I'm not a fan of other asset classes that pitch get-rich-quick schemes. Even with the massive possible returns for real estate investment, it still is going to take you time to accomplish this goal. In my estimation and my math, it will take the average person a minimum of 10 years to go from zero rental property, zero rental income to enough rental properties to offset their lifestyle expenses. Once you get to the second phase, to full lifestyle offset, that is that all of your lifestyle expenses are paid by your rental income, then we can talk about getting to the next level, which is really excelling and achieving true wealth, real wealth past just offsetting your lifestyle expense, which by the way is an incredible amount of wealth in itself. Now, when I talk about this, I'm not interested in pitching the idea to you that you're going to live a lavish, fantastical life based on rental property. That can certainly be a goal, and you can certainly work towards that goal. But the way I see this is that to accomplish this, you need to live a reasonable lifestyle within your means, with an income that allows you to save money that you can later invest, right? So if you expand your living expenses, you're not going to be able to then catch up with more rental income, right? You need investment income today so that you can invest that money into rental properties and then have those rental properties spit off more income. So your first exercise, like I mentioned, is going to be sitting down and figuring out what are my expenses, my housing expense, my car expense, health. What does that number come to? Now let's do some quick math. Let's say it's $10,000 a month. Just making up a number, yours could be more or less. However, there's something called taxes, which I'm sure you're aware of. So it's not $10,000 you need. Let's estimate and say it's really $20,000 that you need. So actually what we need to do is we need to solve for how do I get $20,000 in income coming in every month to me. If you could invest your money at 10%, which is a very reasonable long-term rate of return on residential rental property, if I invest $2.4 million at 10%, I can produce $240,000 annually. Now, we'll get into a lot of complexity on that, and I'm gonna show you exactly why you don't actually need that much money coming in for two reasons I'll cover now, and then I'll go into detail later. The number one main reason you don't actually need that much money is that with residential real estate as a rental property, you get incredible tax benefits. So you're not gonna actually need that much money come in. You might need $160,000, not $240,000 annually to cover that expense. And you can scale down for wherever you find that you are. The other reason is that you're gonna be using a lot of OPM, other people's money, to acquire properties. That is, you'll need some of your own cash to start investing, but as you succeed in your investments, your properties will grow in value, allowing you to borrow money against them and then invest that money. And then using that money that you've borrowed, that you haven't earned in a sense that you haven't earned it at your job, you can then invest that borrowed money into your next property and your next property and your next property. And the more you do this, the easier it becomes to do this over a wider scale. So it starts off very hard. The first couple properties are very hard to acquire. The 10th, 11th, and 12th properties are very easy to acquire. I'm gonna walk you through how to do all of that in a reasonable and safe way. Remember, nothing that I'm sharing with you now is get rich quick. Nothing is risky. I don't recommend that you take extreme risks. I find that real estate is the safest, most easy asset class to work with as a regular person like you and I most certainly are.
Hope you enjoyed that video. Listen, do yourself a favor. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos from Richard Shulman. Episode 2 comes out next week. You don't want to miss any of them. We'll see you next time.